If you want to manifest 10 times faster than you're currently doing in your business, your cash, your personal life, or love life, then the three things I'm going to share with you in this video are really going to help you. It took me years to work these out. And when the penny dropped, everything changed for me. What I wanted came to me with greater ease, flow, and grace. So let's dive straight into it. Quite often, I hear from my clients and from community members, people just like you, that they struggle to manifest with ease. They feel like they have to hustle and grind and effort and overthink and overdo in order to get what they want. So the first thing that I learned when I really sat with myself, why am I not experiencing the reality that I want right now? Anytime that I felt friction, anytime I felt frustration, impatience, the business wasn't going the way that I wanted. I wasn't attracting the right type of clients. They weren't paying on time. Maybe it was my love life. Maybe it was my health. Whatever it was, I asked this one question. What am I afraid of? Fear is the first thing to overcome in 10xing your results. So unpack this right now. What are you afraid of when you experience the reality that you desire? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of leaving behind by shifting into a new reality? What are you afraid will happen to other people as a result of you shifting into a new reality and the belief that they won't? And you can go through a list of these questions over and over and over again. You'll find out that there is a deep, dark illusion there, which is you can't get what you want because other people won't be happy. You can't move ahead and live a fulfilled life and have a screaming healthy business, lots of cash flow, lots of freedom, lots of time, because other people will pull you down. So there's a fear there. And I'd like you to acknowledge that because it is an illusion. And how you upgrade that fear is you go to the end. You go to what Neville Goddard talks about in so many of his lectures. It's living in the end. You must be very clear what the other side, your preferred reality, looks and feels like so that you can move into that reality through the language of feeling and sensation. So when you become very clear on what the other side, your preferred reality, looks like, then these fears start to fall away because you strengthen your connection. Your electromagnetic bond, your signature energy now moves seamlessly into this new reality. And the questions you once had begin to clear up within your nervous system. And you start to see physical, tangible, real evidence that what you once feared no longer has a stranglehold over you because you have shifted realities. And as you've shifted realities by living in the end, your perspective has changed now because now you have a new point of awareness. You have a new point of attention. And so what you once observed through the lens of fear, you now observe through the lens of proof. You're now saying, oh, that's not the case. That didn't occur because you stayed your path. You stayed in your lane. I call it a quantum lane. And if you're still with me, type in quantum lane below. All right. So really unpack that first thing. That's really helped me 10x everything that I've given my attention to in my life. Number two is attachment. The reason why you're not getting the results you want at the speed in which you want them is because you're so attached to the outcome. So start by asking the question, why am I so attached to the outcome? Why am I so attached to it needing to occur in a certain time? And you'll start to unpack some of these or have revelations that I want it to happen faster because I'm so unhappy and miserable, or I feel frustrated, or I feel stressed, not having the clients, not having the money, not having the partner, not having the dream house, or not having the perceived freedom if you're working for someone else in a 9 to 5 grind. So when you ask those questions, I'm so attached to the outcome because I desperately want a new reality. And when you are attached to something, you're essentially strangling it. You're squeezing the life out of it. Okay, it's not like one of those balls that you just like a stress ball, you continually to squeeze and it bounces back. Your grip continues until that inner child within you, the one that throws the little hissy fit and all the toys out of the cot at times, until it gets what it wants. because your nervous system says, I'm not happy right now. I'll be happy when. I'll be fulfilled when I get what I want. I'll be satisfied. I'll be achieved. I'll be seen. I'll be loved. I'll be validated. All those things when I get into my new reality. And the result of attachment, the reason why you're so attached is because you've invested all these years, time, energy, potentially money, and leaking time, energy, and potentially money into escaping the reality that you do not want or that you no longer wish to experience. So the second point here is attachment. Over attaching kills your manifesting. Over attachment on the outcome, when it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, who's going to bring it, who's involved, all these sorts of things, strangleholds the quantum field. It strangleholds the bridge of trust built between you, your subconscious, that you're impregnating with your sense and your feeling of your living in the end, and the quantum field or your higher self. So it squeezes the pipe there and the connecting tube metaphorically and says, I know better. I'm going to attach myself and I'm not going to trust because my conscious mind wants to know the entire path. It wants to know how every step of the way, and it believes it's in control. It's the BS. Okay, that's the BS meter. When you start to really say, I need to be in control, I need to know how, I need to know every step of the way in order to feel satisfied, secure, safe, confident, certain, whatever it is, that's the illusion. Step back, observe that you are now over attaching. And as you over attach, you are squeezing the life out of the trust bridge between your subconscious and your superconscious that's already working for you. When you clearly define what you want and you feel into that end and you remain in that end, occupying that state of consciousness, it's inevitable. The outer world must reflect back to you. So that's the second thing that I learned over my years of doing this. Anytime I felt frustrated, anytime I started feeling impatient or stressed, is it going to happen? When's it going to happen? I step back and ask myself, am I too attached to the outcome? Or what's my level of attachment to the outcome? And the answer should be, I'm happy regardless. I'm not attached to the outcome. That would be nice. That would be wonderful. That would be fulfilling. That would be awesome. That would be epic. But I'm not attached to the meaning of that taking place so that I can feel happy, so that I can be fulfilled. Because quite often what will happen is when you really tune into your living in the end scene and you begin to occupy your new preferred reality energetically, emotionally, through the language of sensation, now you are already in love with that feeling. You're already in love with that reality. So to your nervous system, to your neurology and your biology, you're already fulfilled. An event has already occurred. An experience has already taken place. You've already experienced your end result inside based on the palpable attention and energy and awareness that you've given to your end. Okay. So I hope that makes sense for you. So let go and trust a bit more. Let go and trust a bit more. Let's go to the third thing. The third thing is overworking. Overworking. So if you do have a family or a business, or you're in a career, or even in a relationship, you're overworking, you're overdoing it. And this loops back to the first of fear and the second of attachment, because you overwork because you think you need to do more in order to get what you desire. Again, it brings up the trust bridge. So your conscious mind and your self-identity, your self-concept believes that you need to do more to prove yourself. You need to do more to get what you want because you see others working their backside off. They literally have no backside. Okay. That bad dad joke there. But so they're hustling, they're grinding, they're efforting, they're pushing, they're stressing, they're in overwhelm, anxiety, all those sort of things. And you see that and you think, they're getting results, some of them. So I must have to do the same. So the harder I work, the conscious mind says, I'll override the body and I'll govern the entire process. I'm going to push my body. I'm going to kick myself out of energetic alignment by overworking, overthinking, overworking the end. Your end scene in your living in the end technique with Neville Goddard, it should be so simple, so ridiculously simple, but powerful. It's very short. It's very sharp. This is what I teach my students, my clients, the community members. You'll see a link below if you want to join us. So it's keep it simple, keep it light. And when you feel you are overworking, meaning you're always in hustle, it's like I've got this perpetual motion machine. I've got to do more. If I don't do more, I won't get what I want because the old part of you, the old concept says, I've worked my backside off to get what I've got and I'm still unhappy. So I must have to work harder to get what I really want and escape unhappiness. So if you loop all of these three things together, you will find a deeper sense of peace and you will free your mind and free your energy to explore what you really want. And I'll leave you with this one question. Are you living the life you dream of? Are you living the life you dream of? If not, why not? Are you living the life you dream of? If not, why not? Let me know in the comments below.